Look, I'm a rock star in real life. We was doing Grand Theft Autos, hitting lakes, home invasions. It was a good night. Take the goods to the plug, then he bring us back about 2K. Feeling like a baller, see the Jordan on my shoelace. Nuketown, stepping off buses, hopping on.
Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Lakers in 5. Hey, Drew, they hate to see me talk shit now, Drew.
Ant-Man, Superman, Mega Man, Batman, Spider-Man, Man-Man, Little Man. Hey, Anthony Edwards, man. I mean, I don't even have a script for this video because you already know what's up. You know, real quick. Hey, be honest. Put a comment. You know, drop it below if you got a little cousin named Man. We all got a little cousin named Man. Now, the culture, the people, the fans are saying Anthony Edwards is the face of the NBA, right? And I agree, right? Because it's authentic. You know, and people like to compare like him and Jason Tatum. Not saying they play alike, but as opposed to, you know, while Jason Tatum has already won one and he's not getting the credit, right? Like Jason Tatum won the championship last year and then he goes to recreate the Kobe Bryant with the trophy sitting there with his head down. Like it just feels forced. With Ant-Man, it's authentic, right? Check this next clip out.
What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Man, y'all better stand down. I'm the truth.
He's the truth. He said he's the truth.
Y'all heard what he said, right? Right? Like, I can't even tell my mama I'm the truth, right? Like, Southern black family, y'all know how it is. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. This man just looked at Obama and told him, I'm the truth. You better ask about me. Like, it don't get no realer than that. And it was no disrespect, right? You know, and check that Netflix documentary out. That's just, you know, talking about Team USA right before we went to play in the Olympics and how we want to go. And the context of that clip is Obama's just meeting with the team before we ship off. But if you pay attention to the clip, like Joel Embiid has a collar shirt on, and then eventually LeBron comes in, Anthony Davis. Now LeBron and Anthony Davis, they have a nice suit on. If you look at Ant-Man, rewind it back. Ant-Man had a hat on with a hoodie talking to Obama, right? Like the people love everyday people. That's why we like Ant-Man. Now, speaking of everyday people, right? Like we all got somebody in our family, brother, uncle, your dad, right? Little cousin, right? That has 3, 4, 5 kids or whatever, 3, 4, 5 different baby mamas. I got a homie right now. I ain't gonna even say his name because that's my brother, right? Love him to death. 3 kids, 3 different baby mamas, and guess what? He get up and go to work every day, right? Like having that type of dynamic, it's gonna do one or two things. Either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down, right? Either you gonna choose to get up and go to work because you know you got mouths to feed, or you gonna be a deadbeat. And my homie get up and go to work every day. It's the same thing with Anthony Edwards. You know, I don't have any kids, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Some days I'm at work and I'm like, right? Now I ain't saying that I ain't got that dog in me because I got that dog in me, right? But if I knew I had Junebug at the crib and Christmas coming up and Junebug want that new PS5, that new PS6 with Grand Theft, whatever, you know how the young kids like to do it, right? It's a different type of mentality. Like you wake up different. It's like your priorities are different. You know, check this clip out.
Minnesota Timberwolves champ Anthony Edwards paternity drama. Guys, this story is insane. So Anthony might have a new baby girl by social media influencer Aisha Howard, who also has a son by Lil Baby. And I say might because Anthony filed a paternity suit for a DNA test on the newborn just one day after she was born. Now, hold on this dish because messy gets messier, okay? He just welcomed another baby girl with his girlfriend back in March, and he had 2 more babies last year by 2 different women. Whoa.
They call ghetto twins.
Yeah.
Now, fresh off those allegations dealing with the personal stuff, right? He goes into the first round. He knocks off LeBron James and Luka. And I get it, LeBron is a little older. Luka's still in his prime. But bro, that's pretty impressive. You can never count the Los Angeles Lakers out. Then we go into the second round. He knocks off Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, right? Get him out of there. And now he's facing Oklahoma City. We got SGA, you know, that's a really young core. So, you know, that's what we're seeing right now. This playoff run I'm getting from Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's reminding me of Dirk Nowitzki back in 2011 when they beat the Lakers and Kobe and Andrew Bynum. And then they went on to beat Oklahoma City, which they were young, right? James Harden, Westbrook, Kevin Durant. And then after they got done with them two, they went on to beat the Miami Heat LeBron James, Chris Bosh, right, Dwayne Wade. This is the type of energy that I'm giving. And, you know, I know all this year people have been talking about like the NBA is dead and the ratings are down. Dude, I can't remember a playoff series that has been this good. I mean, just the first round period, the matchups, the young teams against the old teams. When you're looking at New York, Houston, Detroit, right? Like the first round and second round playoffs have been really good. I know in past years, you know, usually like, I'm gonna skip the first round. Second round, that's when it starts getting good. And then, you know, we go from there, right? But the playoff series this year has been great. And I really don't know what the NBA can do throughout the season to keep it more interesting. I know they did like the play-in tournament. And then like, I know when it comes to the All-Star game, this is my personal opinion, they should take it back to the throwback 90s jerseys, East versus West. You know, you rep your home team with that jersey instead of it just being the East versus West. Like if you play for the Raptors, you get selected, you have your Raptors jersey on, right, and have it a throwback. Like we need to get back to the basics. But the playoffs this year with the matchups we got, I mean, it's great. It don't get no better than this. Now, Ant-Man reminds me of some of the early 2000s NBA players, and I'm talking about Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, you know, Stephon Marbury, just that era of the NBA, you know. And there's a stereotype, and you don't really see it now. It's not really pushed like it used to be, but, you know, the stereotype was, you know, athlete coming from a not so good home, gang banging, and then he makes it up. Like everybody loves the underdog. Now in today's NBA, most of the guys that are in the NBA, they come from money, especially with the NIL. These guys are getting paid. I don't think it's like moving forward, we're not going to see a top 5 pick that's just like a project baby, like from the hood. You know, the people love Anthony Edwards because, you know, it's a difference when like somebody that comes from money, they make it and it's like, ah, okay, cool, yada, yada, yada. But like when that underdog and you know where he's from, right down the street in a small town, you know, his sister worked down there at the gas station, right? His uncle worked for the city down at the water department, right? His cousin, you know, his cousin be on the street, you know, he done got locked up a couple times, Ray, you know, like that type of dynamic right there is different. And that's what we like. Like basketball is still entertainment. And I think he reminds the fans of how the NBA used to be, and it's just a mix. So that's what we can appreciate. You know, your mom and them, your sister, you know, your grandma stay off of Martin Luther King Drive, you know, your uncle, you talking about, you know, your uncle drive that Crown Vic sitting on 20s, right? That's the vibe we getting from Anthony Edwards, and that's what we can appreciate, and he's making it entertaining. Now, we got the NBA draft coming up, and as you guys know, Cooper Flagg is going to be the #1 pick. You know, I'm pretty sure Dallas is going to pick him. And, you know, Cooper Flagg, nothing against him, he's a really good athlete. He had a really nice freshman season this year. You know, blue blood, Duke, we get it. But if Cooper Flagg, if his name was Rodney, he was from Florida, and he already had 2, 3, 4, 5 different baby mamas before he even got to the league, you already know what type of time he gonna be on when he step foot in the NBA, you know? So I can appreciate Ant-Man for bringing back the entertainment and just his overall greatness, his competitiveness, him talking trash to KD and LeBron and getting in their face. Like, he's not politically correct, and that's what I can appreciate. Now, at the current moment, Minnesota lost to Oklahoma City in the first game. So, but I really want to see Minnesota versus the New York Knicks. That's going to be great for basketball. The New York fans, you know, New York fans to me are just like Dallas Cowboy fans, right? Like, I don't even need to explain that. But hopefully Minnesota can pull it off. Ant-Man can go ahead and see us through, and he can get his first championship. But I would like to see that New York Knicks versus Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, they had to trade at the beginning of the season. They trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Julius Randle. So it's going to be good to see them two teams in the championship. So hopefully Minnesota gets it done against OKC. Hey, if you guys made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you for rocking with me. You know, I need that HBO special, help a brother out, right? Shout out to all my truck drivers on the road. You know, put your Bluetooths in, right? Put your Bluetooths in. All my truckers, put your Bluetooths in, right? Everybody at the warehouse, Amazon. Shout out to my Amazon workers, right? All my blue collar brothers, the plumbers. Hey man, I thank you guys for rocking with me. Shout out to the troops, right? Everybody overseas, the soldiers, the airmen's, everybody, man. Thank you guys. Hey, shout out to my white collar workers too. You know, you're in the AC, sitting at your desk, get your money. All right. Hey man, like, subscribe, check out more content. Thank you guys.